Hello, sports fans. This is the Bookmaker Podcast with Art Eftekhari, a.k.a. Mr. Bookmaker, your source for the sports betting industry 24/7. Sit back, relax, and listen as Mr. Bookmaker highlights what's happening right now in the world of sports. So, without further ado, here's your host, Art Eftekhari.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Bookmaker Podcast. I'm your host, Art Eftekhari. Really glad that you can join us. Before we get started, get to our website as soon as you can. You know the address, bookmakerinfo.com. That's www.bookmaker-info.com. We got the links to all the best European, Asian, and United States friendly bookmaker sites, and our bookmaker guide is available for you to download. So stop wasting time, hurry up and download it. And also make sure you check out our blogs that are available on our webpage. Dan knows his cricket. Patrick is the man for American sports. And if you want some updated information on UEFA Nations League, make sure you check out the Mr. Bookmaker football blog or soccer, depending on where you are in the world. First thing is first, our A to Z sports betting lingo. What is our word or concept for today? It is score. Now, what is a score? Well, we got two meanings for this. First, a 20-pound wager, or to win a race or a bet. So don't forget that, score. All right, now the theme to start off this edition of the Bookmaker Podcast is Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and I'm sure you know why. We have reached the American League Championship Series and National League Championship Series. I think it's going to be very exciting baseball to watch. In the National League, you got the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Milwaukee Brewers. And in the American League, you got the Boston Red Sox going up against the defending World Series champions, Houston Astros. And I'm at 888sport.com. That's www.888sport.com. Now, let's see what the bookies are saying here. Sorry, I don't want to keep on repeating 888sport, but I just did. Anyways, moving on. What are the bookies saying here? Right now, the favorites, you got the Boston Red Sox and Houston Astros with 21-10 odds. Right after them, the Dodgers 3-1 and the Milwaukee Brewers 18-5. Can the Brewers do it? You just never know. Now, what about the possible World Series matchups that you could place a wager on? Okay, not going to try and disappoint you, but there's only 4 possibilities that you could wager on. If you think it's going to be a rematch of the 2017 World Series, which was the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Dodgers, the odds here, 43-20. If you think it's going to be the Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Dodgers, 23-10. And, let me just say, how exciting would these possible World Series matchups be? Well, first of all, if it's a repeat from last year, that already is going to be extremely exciting. As you all remember, the Astros defeated the Dodgers in 2017 in Game 7 at Chavez Ravine in Los Angeles, California. Or what if it's the Boston Red Sox and the LA Dodgers? I mean, if you love baseball and if you love history, there it is right there. Now for the other 2 possibilities, maybe the Houston Astros and the Milwaukee Brewers, 3-1 for those odds, and 16-5 for the Boston Red Sox against the Milwaukee Brewers. So get to 888sport.com as soon as you can. I'm sure you're ready for some baseball. Now, before we continue, make sure you get to our website as soon as you can. Like I said before, the address, bookmakerinfo.com. That's www.bookmaker-info.com. We got tips on how to register, bet, and withdraw. And like I said before, our bookmaker guide is available for you to download. So hurry up and download it. And also, become an expert with our A to Z sports betting lingo, because I want you to become the master at this online betting process. Okay, continuing on now. I'm sure you are able to guess it. Yes, I'm at Paddy Power, and that is www.paddypower.com. Which wagers and which specials am I interested in? Well, you guessed it. Yes, it is time for some Trump specials. So, let's do this. How about, will Trump visit Ireland during his first term? If you think yes, the odds here are 1-2. If you think no, 6-4. Now for this next one, 33-1 odds for Trump to open Area 51 to the public during his first term in office. Okay, that would be, quite the spectacle for the public, but, I'm just going to move past it. This next one, you got a combination one. It's a Colin Kaepernick special. How about Colin Kaepernick to meet Trump at the White House in 2018? The odds for that one, 4-1. And you just never know. You can't really say that this is far-fetched because word on the streets is that Kanye West will be meeting with Donald Trump at the White House. What's going to be talked about? I don't know. That's a good question. But either way, there's probably going to be a lot of flashing lights, I can tell you that much. Moving on now. 300-1 odds for Trump to grant dual United States nationality to all Mexican Americans. Well, here it says to all Mexicans, but I'm pretty sure that's what it means. 300-1 odds for that. Okay, just mark that down if that's an interesting one for you. What about a regulation National Basketball Association game to be held in North Korea in the next 10 years? 33-1 odds for those. Of course, now I am in the Kim Jong-un specials, of course, involving Donald Trump in some way, shape, or form. What about Kim Jong-un to launch a bid for a Premier League club this season? 66-1 odds there. It's hard for me to comment on that one. I do know, of course, from what we do know is that Kim Jong-un really loves basketball, but not 100% sure on his knowledge of football or soccer. But there was a rumor a few years back that during the 2010 World Cup that Kim Jong-il was sending text messages or, communicating by cell phone with the North Korean head coach back then. So, you just never know. What about 100-1 odds for Kim Jong-un to demand his face added to Mount Rushmore? Wow. Paddy Power has got them all lined up. That's all I gotta say. Now for some Melania Trump specials. 8-1 odds for Melania to be revealed to be living with another man in Trump's first term. All right, they're bringing out the juicy stuff here. How about 200-1 odds? And what is this? Maybe we need a drum roll. Melania to run for president against Trump in 2020. All right. What can you say? They must have some kind of sources. Let's move on though. Now for the category of Trump other specials. 10-1 odds for Trump to publicly reference a country that doesn't exist during a 2018 press conference. I must say, I do remember about 10 years ago, there was a rumor that Sarah Palin referred to Africa as a country instead of a continent. So don't look at some of these wagers as far-fetched. What about 25-1 odds for the White House to confirm Trump has used a body double during 2018? Or even better, 500-1 odds for Trump to challenge Eminem to a rap battle via Twitter in 2018. I think that would get a lot of viewers, but really? Trump and Eminem in a rap battle? Don't really have much to say there. Now for the religion specials involving Donald Trump. How about Trump to convert to Scientology? If you think that's going to happen, 25-1 odds. Or what about Trump to convert to Islam? The odds for that, 50-1. These keep on getting better and better, actually. Actually, very entertaining is what I want to call these. Now, back to Kim Jong-un. Of course, you all remember Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un, the leader of North Korea, did meet at a summit not too long ago. So, of course, there's some kind of dialogue between the two. But now these wagers here are focused on Kim Jong-un only. So what year will Kim Jong-un cease to be Supreme Commander? If you think it's 2031 or later, 4-7 odds. If you think it's going to happen between 2021 and 2025, 9-2 odds. If you think it's going to be between 2026 and 2030, 5-1 odds. And also 5-1 odds if you think he will cease to be commander. 5-1 odds also if you think that Kim Jong-un will cease to be the Supreme Commander between now and 2020. So like I've said before, and I'll say it again, get to paddypower.com as soon as you can. Have some fun with these wagers. Look for the specials, look for the politics specials, and of course, the Trump specials. And that address, once again, www.paddypower.com. And with that, everybody, it is time to wrap up this edition of the Bookmaker Podcast. Really do appreciate the support. Like I said earlier, check out our blogs as soon as you can. Dan is working hard with cricket. Patrick, of course, working overtime, mastering American sports. And of course, don't forget to check out the Mr. Bookmaker football blog. especially if you want to be up to date on the latest matchups for UEFA Nations League. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next time.
This has been the Bookmaker Podcast with Art Eftekhari, a.k.a. Mr. Bookmaker. Thanks for listening. If you haven't already, please show some love by subscribing to this podcast on iTunes or Stitcher. Till next time, this is Mr. Bookmaker over and out.